Oh boy, that's what it is. It's time for more Warhammer 2 Total War. Right, so, yesterday I was doing the stress test stream, and it went perfectly fine. This is not connected to that, however, though I'm happy with the results. After I had done that Araby brief, that look at Araby, for the purpose of the new units which had been updated to it, I was informed while I was playing the Cloak Sun Eater campaign that Araby had just had an update 2 hours prior, which added some new units, and also various changes to the unit appearances. So I know normally I would be doing some Pool of Radiance now, and I said that I would be, but that's going to be postponed one more night because I want to cover these new updates. I'm interested to see them. I haven't had a look at it myself yet. We're going to get rid of these because they're all obsolete. And we won't be able to start a new campaign and get new units. I'm pretty sure. Just for... what's it called? Just for compatibility's sake, I feel it's best to start a new campaign. So, yes. Let me just turn down the sound in my headphones. Okay, so I'll probably play as Caliphate of Araby again. Though there is the Aswad Scythans, which I haven't actually looked at myself. They can recruit certain Tomb Kings units because as a faction they have a tighter relationship with the Tomb Kings as opposed to Caliphate of Araby, which has a negative relations with the Tomb Kings. And the Golden Magus, I think it's Magus. They're not a fleshed out faction really yet. They have the Arabian unit list, but they don't have any like specific mechanics, I don't think, aside from the raiding and high seas attrition thing. So there's still stuff in the works for them, but a bit more was added to them recently. I mean, maybe we should do the Aswad Scythans, just so that we have something a bit different. They start over in Ash River, so we'd be fighting against Clan Moors and some of the Tomb Kings down there, perhaps. I don't know how they feel about all the Tomb Kings around there. Numus starts here. It's like the Rakath dynasty down here, I think. Be a change from fighting the Bretonnians. I still want to play kind of as Araby because they have their unique lord, whereas I think Sheikh Hassan Hameh here is just a generic lord. So I think I'll hold off on this for the moment, even though I have the extra units, and we'll just play as normal Caliphate of Araby again. Also for continuity's sake with one. So yes, if I can bring up the, let me see, and just read off of the update which was posted, the notes for it. So Araby, added 3 new Araby Camel units with custom models, all thanks to Chaos Ruby and Chrysword for the textures. Custom campaign map ships for Araby, all thanks to credit to Chaos Ruby. Complete rework of the look of the Araby roster from last week's rework, incorporating the assets by Chaos Ruby. So they had an update to their appearance, the units for Araby, and they've had a further update to their the appearance of the units. Moved to Zale's Tier 4 Forge line, which were renamed Black Powder Forge and reworked Public Order Malice to be more severe and far-reaching. Okay, so that was something we noted last time, where the building which gave you the Grand Bombard actually gave you a public order penalty. I think it was a -1 or -2. Apparently it's greater now. This update's called the 1001 Nights I've been modding. Shaky Rivers is just a endless power source. There was also updates to the Famir, added new familiar units and reworked some existing ones. All thanks there to Decomposed, Cataf, JVJ, and Sil. Added new familiar units to garrisons. I haven't actually looked at the familiar yet. Totally reworked the familiar building chains, including one new landmark. We could probably play some sometime. I sort of held off on them because there would be an army of monstrous units, kind of like the trolls, but they're more... they're smarter than trolls, so there's more to do about them. Added a new familiar faction, killing Eye of the Ghostfells. This replaces the Tree Blood faction. Oh, okay. So they're up in Norska. The Tree Blood faction... yeah, I wasn't really sure what the plan for that was. The Tree Blood faction was a forest spirit faction which was set up in Norska, and they were led by a lord called Trolltree. And I don't really know much more about them because many of the factions... well, okay. OVN has always been a mod which is in the process of being having factions fleshed out, right? And we've seen that over the series which I've done. And the Tree Blood, I don't think I've had really much of an update to them at all. So maybe they've just been removed because they haven't had any like ideas on how they want to flesh them out, or maybe it's put on the back burner for now. I'm not too sure. I can't even really remember what the idea behind the faction was. Possibly chaos corrupted forest spirits? I'm not too sure. Or maybe just angry forest spirits up in Norska. General, new loading screens for Familiar faction and Rot Blood tribe. Changed Albion audio to Wood Elves and Familiar and Trolls to Chaos. All was previously Norscan. Okay. But when playing as Rot Bloods, you will start with a settlement in Norska and one semi-random settlement somewhere in the world. Computer controlled, they will start the same. Okay, so when you're playing as Rot Blood, yeah, you will have a central capital in Norska, and then possibly you can have one in either Brass Keep, Tlaxlan in Lustria, or maybe one of those one. I think that was the three places they had settlements. There was also one down near Karakazul, I think. That makes it a bit easier because one of the problems I had when I played as the Trolls was that at the time they had settlements all over the place, and that made it quite difficult to coordinate things. Because you had to focus on a whole bunch of different places, and you had to sort of remind yourself that, oh, I have territory all the way up here, and I have to, like, recruit an army up here, and raid around here, and, or I have to divert resources to controlling this area. What else is there? Fixed bug where animated Hulk appeared as a fen beast. Okay. Fixed bug where using the elephant mount for Araby Lord, their abilities would disappear. Albion now has provincial edicts, thanks to Adam85 for that. Added a new hero for the Dread King Legions, the Dread Centurion. All thanks and credit to Elon. So yeah, the Dread King's Legion is a faction which starts in the Black Pyramid of Nagash. I don't know too much about them. I actually looked up the Dread King, and he had a model created for him, I think. And I believe he's the big bad from the Dark Omen computer game, based off of the, I think it's like kind of like the sequel to Shadow of the Horned Rat. He was like a high lieutenant of Nagash, and he was imprisoned inside a pyramid in Nehekara. And he was subsequently defeated by an army of Bretonnians, possibly dwarves, and the Grudgebringers. He's also he's like a big, powerful lich type character. What else? When playing as Ugber tribe, when you recruit a lord, they will start with the well-fed effect bundle for 7 turns. That's nice. Maybe it could be a bit less. I mean, no, you'd have to recruit your army first. Because that was a problem when I was playing as the Trolls, that you'd recruit a lord, and they wouldn't have any food, and you'd have to sort of immediately go out and start sacking and raiding with them, which meant that you had to be very careful about recruiting an army, but it did make it quite tricky to do, especially later on if there's powerful armies running around. You're sort of not in luck or things like that. Let's see. For the Ugma tribe, the chance of a troll leaving the tribe due to low loyalty and no food, and cannibalism, no food, has been reduced. Okay. Okay. Cool. A bit less of a chance to lose your lords for that. There's also been a fair bit of talking about possible ideas, and Chaos Roby has been working on models. Again, just another modder who is a constant force. Chaos Robies were working on ideas for the Jinn and how they could be implemented in the game, or at least model-wise. There's some images here I'm looking at which are a work in progress, and they're modified, what's it called? The Bretonnian Grail Relic. And instead of the horseman on the bar, it's got a vessel to hold the Jinn inside of it, which looks pretty cool. The exact how they will work exactly is something which is not entirely sure. But yes. Oh. Okay. So, here we are back as Araby again. And Jade Wizard. Okay, we've got Sultan Tafar again. Is that a new icon for the Grand Bombard? No. It's just got a bit of sand there at the bottom. Grand Bombard, Arabian Flying Carpets, Cataphracts, Bowmen, Jezzails, Arabian Warriors. And if we have a look at our hike, we have the same buildings, but we should see the new cavalry. Yes, there we go. We've got Bedouin Scouts, and we've got Camel Lancers. Camel Lancers with Lancers. Okay. Anti-large. Hey, that's pretty cool. Bloodhowl. Weapon strength 17. Armor piercing damage 5. Bonus versus large 15. Hey. I think we've got an answer now for the Bretonnian Cavalry. That's pretty nice. Alrahem Nomads. Jaguar Warriors. Tuareg Riders are up here now. They have 17, 5, and 15. They're cavalry, not camelry. Yeah, cavalry. Are they better? Let's see. 92 speed, 60 speed, so camels are quite slow. 48, 48, 30, 30, bronze shield. 24, 26. 25, 26. So they merely attacks one higher. 22, 22. 30 and 34. Okay, so the Tuareg Riders are maybe slightly better than the Camel Lancers. Yeah, only a 5 upkeep cost difference between them. I suppose if you want faster cavalry, you go for this. What's their hit points? 4,005. 4,320. They have 45 in the squads. Okay. I kind of would expect camels to be maybe a little tougher than riders, than the cavalry, but I don't know the average toughness of a camel. We've also got camel riders with bows, as it says. Camel riders with bows. 150 upkeep. Bar while moving. Vanguard deployment. Same stats. Missile damage 19. 3 armor piercing. Yeah. We've got Arabian ogres, Southland warriors, and camel riders with Jezzails. Again, camel riders with Jezzails. Ranged camels with an armor piercing gun on them. Yeah. So they're like a mounted version of the Jezzails here. Missile damage is 19. Missile damage is 19. 11 missile damage. 22 armor piercing damage. Reload time of 17.1 seconds. Pretty nice. And with shield breaker. So yeah, you've got a reasonably fast mounted choice to be able to harass heavily armored infantry. Yeah. Be nice. Okay. Okay. So, what are we going to do? From my messing around last time, I know Bel Aliad, at least when I checked it, didn't have a settlement in it. So I think we'll go for Bel Aliad, El Calabud, we'll get Pools of Despair. And, I mean, if I attack that, there's going to be attacks from them there. Has the slave mechanic changed? I don't know whether it has. We have a -3 public order because of slaves, even though we don't have any? No, we haven't. Okay.
What do you want
go down to Bel Aliad.
Honor before glory.
Oh, interesting. The Thegan's errantry doesn't start with a capital because this one's been taken by Greybeard's prospectors. Greybeard's prospectors would normally own Eye of the Panther as well, but with Ovian Lost Factions, that's owned by trolls. So, El Calabard. We'll do the same as we did last time. We'll get the slave traders here and the garrison. El Hike. I'm going to hold off on that.
The trees tell me much.
How much do we need to colonize? 1,743. Do we get any recruits from our mainline building? No, I don't think we do. Okay.
Silence.
Go here.
Finding paths.
And get some, spearmen. Still no tech tree, but that's fine. End turn. So yes, I think generally the idea with the Jinn is that people want them to be something a bit more special than just a monstrous infantry unit. Sort of like as a summon during a battle, which can have abilities with it and so on. But it's still very up in the air as to how exactly they'll function. I think generally as like an ability for lords or heroes to be able to summon during a battle. Nope, Thegan's errantry have been destroyed.
Yes.
Welp.
I serve no master.
Okay, search the ruins. Just make sure no one's in there. Doesn't look like there is. We have to find this. It's the Triforce. There we go. Gold Sigil Sword. Oh, I think another change is also our characters all have more appropriate names. So this one's called Mahmoud El Nabi. I apologize for my pronunciation. We get Fireball. We have a look here. Yeah. Omai Ibn El Abed. Tariq Ibn El Sultan. Arfan Ibn El Mormon. So, go. It's a little bit more thematically appropriate. Oh, interesting that is. You can't see the cost of colonizing the ruins if you've searched the ruins recently. I'm gonna keep that building. Okay, end turn. Let's go colonize Bel Aliad, and I'll be able to take advantage of all the gold there. Dwarves go, gold! And run in. Damn it! Foiled by dwarves. Also have to see the ship model, which they have now. Okay, go into Bel Aliad. Settle.
What brings you here?
Here we go. Get that. Trolls. No an aggression pack. Nothing ever dances, no. Aww. Whoa. Your strength rating is 1? Trolls are the most powerful faction in the world. Greybeard's prospectors are, oh no, they're not. Rated against all existing factions, 1. Oh yeah, I'm not looking at Trolls here, I'm looking at Tlaqua. Ugma tribe is 23. This is because they've got several settlements around the world. Is it? They're a horde. They do own settlements. They own this one. At what power are we? 158. Somewhere between here.
You may speak before my
Hey, dwarves.
not by
Nope.
me.
Okay. Well, we have Bel-Aliad. And we'll be able to get various buildings then. And get the slave markets.
It is time.
And put the mage in there.
Close.
There we go. Hopefully with this new cavalry, we'll be able to have a better chance of taking virus up there. I attacked it what, twice last time? Both times I failed. Military presence is +5. Okay. Let's see that new penalty. Ooh. Public order -1 faction wide, -2 local province, and -1 in adjacent provinces. All regions in adjacent provinces. That's quite nasty. Does that need to say that? +1 public order -1 in all adjacent provinces. All regions in adjacent provinces. But all regions owned by you in a province share the same public order. Unless that means that it affects the enemy as well. Okay, that's interesting. So you can mess with Bretonnians with that? If you build that, they're like, ah, the smoke. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so I suppose we'll maybe go for the Pools of Despair next. We're going to recruit another lord. Sure, get, I don't know, Mullah. There we go. And you can get some spears. Enter. Guthrie Clanbreaker. How do you get a name like Clanbreaker for a dwarf? It seems like a very terrible name to end up with. Vanquished the grave scum. Too long have we suffered the vampire menace to fester in Sylvania. Yeah, okay. Like, yeah. I mean, you just have to go to war with them. We could attack Zandri. We're not at war with Khemri. I don't really want to provoke them too much. Should I build a gold mining pit? Yes. Yes. Okay. You come down here. You go back up into... Oh, hike. Bump.
Going forth.
And there we go. Okay. We'll try to get into a bit of a Barney at some point so that we can see the changes to the unit's appearances. No. What do you think you're doing? Think you're like a... going to be, like, assaulting my units? Nah.
True knight of Bretonia. Gairan whispers.
Okay, go into Ulrich. Actually.
The trees tell me much.
Wow. There you go, look at that! That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? It's kind of hard to see because we can't zoom in too close, but... yeah. Arabi actually have their own type of ship on the sea now. It's got a nice flaming scimitar on the top. I believe it's based off of the flaming scimitar from the Dread Fleet ship. From the Dread Fleet models. It's got this Jinn at the Jinn statue at the front here, as well as a dome at the back and a little dome at the front there, and some nice sails. Really nice work. Textures could be a little bit better, but you know, looks pretty swanky.
Feel life flow.
Okay.
Jade wizard. Der Chaos.
Yep. Go into Belwaliard. There you go. And
Who calls?
are we getting more money? Yeah, we will from the gold mine. How do you feel?
What are you good swans?
No, not good enough. Okay. End turn. Come on, trolls. Just don't attack me, please. Henri La Massive moves over to Ulrich. I was actually looking at the War Master army list for Araby to see if there was anything mentioned in it which isn't really known. Not really. They didn't seem to have... Araby didn't seem to get an update after War Master came out, adding any extra units to them. Yeah, you can get the Burning Head. And you can update it to Quarria Sakura. Improve public order as well. There we go. Ugh. I would like to see some of the War Master models in person. They were really small. It's like the epic models for Warhammer 40,000. They're just really tiny models. I'd imagine painting them would have been so difficult. Like for the infantry and all that. I get the feeling the War Master ones were a bit bigger than the epic models. Okay, we've got that gold now. You can get... yeah, an archer unit. And some spearmen. Here we go. End turn. Chevaliers de Lyonesse declare war on the Blooded Axe tribe. Oh, foolish vainglory. Perhaps a more humble approach.
Our paths have crossed.
Because I want to reduce the upkeep, the recruit cost of the units I'm getting at that. You know, trolls, if you would like to go away, that'd be fantastic. End turn. And we'll build up our army, perhaps build up our second army as well, and I might demolish the barracks so that we can actually get some of the cavalry. Oh! Favorite of the cult. What? That's kind of weird. I think I saw someone mentioning this. We've got a, apparently it's a warrior priest. Looks like a Skaven hero to me. And it's got the voice of a Tomb King. Oh, that's a bit of a awkwardness. Is that the image for a Squeal Nortus? I think it is. Well, we'll just disband you. Because he's got no abilities. And we don't get warrior priests normally anyway, so... I don't think we actually have any heroes. Aside from our mages. Yeah. So... let's get rid of that. Very odd, though. Let's see, level 1. Caravan Stop is level 2, so we'll get some Camel Lancers. Get rid of that. And we'll replace it with a Camel Stop. Bel Aliad, you can get Guard House. Increasing the garrison would be nice. Or more money. I'm gonna have to protect these settlements more. I don't want to lose them. Not much use having more money if you lose them later on. I don't expect the camels to be absolutely devastating against Knights of the Realm and all that, because I believe the Bretonnian Cavalry are still more heavily armoured than ours. Pretty sure they've got more than 30 armour. Yeah, do nothing. So let's see. Knights of the Realm. Yeah, 90 armor. 60 extra armor. Bonus versus large is 10. We do have a higher bonus versus large though. On our cavalry. Higher speed on their cavalry too. 75. Even though they're more heavily armored.
Orders.
Yep. Build the camel stop. And
make your proposal.
Non-aggression pact? Nope. Okay. You're probably going to want to trade with us when you end up taking that settlement in the middle of your area. I want to get for you. Yeah, get the Withering. We'll go Melkos, Mystify Miasma, and then the Withering. The Withering will help lower the armor of the Bretonnian units and their morale, or their leadership. Sudenberg gets a peace negotiation. Tlaqua. Fine. I wonder if we get any unique buildings down in Sudenberg. Sudenberg was an empire colony, so perhaps not. Did we go and attack Zandri? We just took Pools of Despair. How many regions do you have?
There are possibilities here.
You own 3 settlements. Oh, you own Morgheim as well. Okay, so you own Morgheim, Zandri, and Pools of Despair. The only reason why I might be a bit hesitant to taking this, or this, is that it will put us next to Khemri. And, you know, neighbors and all that. It makes it a bit more difficult.
What brings you?
Okay, let's get some of our camel lancers. Yeah, the arcade's really not that bad. 1,117. 112. We'll get some Bedouin scouts too. And we could get another unit of Bedouin scouts. End turn. This will make our armies feel a bit more in theme, and I have more purpose of getting the cavalry now. Before it was always, I suppose the what are they called? Tuareg raiders or riders were anti-large as well. I suppose I was always overlooking them. It's just the picture of them made them look like they were just like cavalry, which they are in a way. But I mean, the cavalry is still light. Maybe if we had a more elite version of a cavalry, which was a anti-large variant, to like, you know, as an anti-large variation of cataphracts. Not as heavily armored as cataphracts, but perhaps something which is a bit of a better option against
Yes.
Bretonnian Cavalry. Okay, get the Bedouin Scouts. -1. Oh, Vampire Corruption, of course.
Orders. Battle.
Move to there. And we're gonna have to get rid of those vampire counts here. No hike. Suffering attrition or public order. But it should be fine for the moment. As long as Virus doesn't come and attack us. Arkvar declares war on the trolls. And I suppose the trolls keep wandering around these areas? Mission failed. Welp. Warpstone showers? Ah, like malevolent hail. Chunks of warpstone are falling from the sky in certain parts of your realm. Those that survive the onslaught are far from safe, or the mutating effects of the chaos stuff are far from safe from the mutating effects of the chaos stuff that now scatters the ground. -10 both. Omar, you can get I don't know, inspiring presence. Go away. What are you doing here? I don't want to deal with you. Though your ship is really snazzy looking. I really like the black and gold. And the teal on the sails is really nice.
Jade Wizard.
Okay. March up. How big is the army there?
Soon I'll be all powerful.
Usherin. We should be able to deal with that fine. We dealt with it easily last time as well.
The babbling brook.
March to there. March to here.
Gauzi dar
Yeah, get gold mine and end turn. Damn it, Aranessa. What are you doing? Khemri declares war on the trolls. You just landed near hike. Nope. Hey, you took your settlement. Now you want to trade. Sure.
Iran whispers.
Okay. Pools of Despair, you don't have a garrison. You're just sitting in there. Yeah, get the Burning Head level 2. Okay. Clear War. Yes, yes.
Things must die. Silence. Death is certain.
Encircle. You can move down.
Their time draws near.
And quick save. And load the... Let's play the battle. We'll be able to see the new units. Or the new cavalry. And also the new appearance for it. Yes, Warlord Critst. For a treaty pledge of just 200 slaves, 12 claws of warp tokens, a breeder in certain alliances and pledges, one of our very, very finest Clan Molder rat ogres can be yours. Clan Molder Haggle Master. So, let's see. Yeah, it's a bunch of, ghouls again. Skeleton spears, skeleton swords, and zombies. And Ulrich, a wrinkly old man. I mentioned before there was a mod which actually had the Strigos Empire as a faction led by Ulrich as a Strigoi Ghoul King. It was like a mixture of light vanguard deploy human infantry and horse archers and riders backed up with undead ghouls, crypt ghouls, crypt horrors, and some other variants of crypt horrors which had like swords and all that, which was interesting. I played them a bit, not on stream though. Don't know whether it's been updated. Can't remember. I think ended up not really playing with the mod because I think the mod was pretty interesting, but I don't think it had really come along to the point of fully realizing what it was wanting to do. So, okay, spread out there. Giselles, you can go over there. Yeah. Get into position to shoot the Ushuran. Arabian Corsairs, you can go there. Cataphracts, you can go there. Cavalry, you can go there. Bedouin Scouts can go there. Now, Flying Carpets can go there. The Great Cannon can go, not Great Cannon, Grand Bombard. It can go there. You can go there. And you can go there. Okay, we're gonna have to... This is seeming very familiar, but we're going to go through all of the units to see what they're like. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. We have the spears here, which, yeah, they have changed. They have some of the neat, what are they called? I'm unsure of the term for them. Head wraps, which look pretty nice. There's a few holes in the model on the arms there. So, yeah, that's nice. That's a bit of variance to the units. Do they have different boots? Might. I'm trying to stay away from them because they're very shouty. I think the Corsairs look about the same as normal. Yeah, they're still a mix of people and the occasional fez. Here's the swords. I think they look about the same. Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting that the spears have the robes. Or the sort of... Oh, yeah, the robes. And then the swords have just a chain shirts and all that. The archers. I do like how that they're sort of color coordinated. The archers are blue, spears are green. Maybe if the swords were something as well. If they were like red or something, I don't know. Yeah, I do like the patterns on their clothes though. That's different. Yeah. Nifty facial hair. And all that. Pretty good. I don't think the heroes have changed appearance. Nope. Let's see. What else is there? The cataphracts, they haven't changed. Still look as they did. The Jezzails? Hey, the Jezzails have changed. Yeah, they're a mixture of these black robes. Ooh, interesting. That's like the unit champion. He's got a pistol, whereas all the others have rifles. The rifle has also changed. You'll notice the instead of having the other Jezzail, which had this little quarter crescent on the end, and this like long sight at the top, it's now sort of an elongated Empire rifle, which I think suits it a bit more. The other one looked neat, but it was perhaps a bit too technical for what it was supposed to be. Yeah, and they've also got these white coloured robes and headdresses as well. Still got these. These necrotect headdresses. Still don't know what I think about those. Have the flying carpets again. They look the same, I think. Yeah. Still very, very impressive. And the camels. Hey, look at that. That's pretty damn impressive. Considering it's using a horse animation for the base, it's a very nice, very, very nice job. You'll sort of see when I was showing the images, some of the issues in that the rider can't be put up, so he's sort of sitting in the hump, but with the, what's it called? With the saddle there, it's not anywhere near as noticeable as it would really be. And besides, the texture work on the camels looks a lot better also than it did in pictures. That looks quite nice. They've also kind of got the toad feet. Ooh. It's the heads mostly, which is impressive. Yeah. Camels! Pretty awesome. And the Bedouin Scouts. Or Raiders. Bedouin Scouts. Mounted horse archers. Pretty cool. They've got these robes designs to them as well. Has the Grand Bombard changed at least at all? And they've got some headdresses as well. Yeah. Neat patterns here and there. Yeah. It's just nice. Adds a bit more coordination to the units than it had before. Okay. Start battle. And let's await the hordes of Crypt Ghouls. Position yourselves like this. Let's see. What am I going to do with you lot? We're going to move the Bedouin Scouts, I think, over here. Let's move the cavalry. Oh, because I'm interested in seeing how they look in animated. Yeah? Yeah. They really look perfectly fine. And galloping. Yeah, I mean, I don't think camels actually move that differently from horses. I thought they did, but from looking at some animations of them, it's perfectly fine. I am really quite impressed. Okay, shoot over there. Do that. Let's move you to there. And you to there. And your range is... Position yourselves... Ooh. My reinforcements! Reinforcements have arrived. Hey guys. Go here. Go. Behold, a flaming skull! Mullah! I like this spell. I don't really like how it meanders a bit. I think that's a recent thing. I say recent. Really not that recent, but hold the line. Cavalry, yes. You're like camels. Bam! Okay, come around here. No! Summon Jinn! Boo! Well, they charged those skeleton spears and then they disintegrated. They did suffer a bit of health damage. They didn't actually kill any of the cataphracts though. That's pretty nice. Okay. Charge the Crypt Ghouls. Whee! Bam! Oh. Get stuck in. Get my robes all dirty. No, you're not. Really, you're not. Oh no, camels. Go over here. Oh. I don't know why I have to say that every time. It's a giant flaming skull. That doesn't say boo, then I don't know what does. Ow. 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 Hot. Fire hot. Okay. Camels. Go over here. Go over here. Are those just zombies? They are, aren't they? Yep. Charge! Blood howl effect going off. Have a look. Ah, you can see the horse in the camel arising there when they rear up like that. But I think that's actually messing with the proportions of the model a fair bit. I don't know if you can move specific animations out of them. But hey, you know. Small. It's a small thing. Trying to see if I can find a nice spot somewhere. someone in the process of like stabbing a zombie or something. Just looks like a bunch of flies are coming off the zombies. Appropriate. And it's just disintegrating. But well, they did their job. They weren't anti-large though. And there we go, decisive victory. Ah! Those camels. Pretty nice. 279 kills for our Bright Wizard. Wow. 3 and 7 kills for the camel riders. They did get more kills than that? I suppose they just charged the zombies and then the zombies all died on their own. "41 kills for the Flying Carpets. 45 kills for the Grand Bombard. It probably shot a few of my own units. Okay, well, bit by bit, we'll retake Araby. I should probably go for the Black Tower of Aachen next. Because it's a capital. $96 for our what's it called? Cataphracts. It seems like they took a fair bit of damage. 48 kills for the Jezzails. No kills for Jafar, but he didn't get in combat. Cast more magic within 15, 49, 32, 91 for the archers. 21, 61 for the Bedouin scouts. 116 for one unit of swordsman. And just looking at the Jafar's portrait up there, does he have a sneaky, like, Star of Chaos behind his head? just there. Maybe? Okay. Easy. Yeah, just occupy it. Dawn Stone.
Diaran whispers.
Cool. Level 3. You can get the Withering. I wanted to get. And there we go. Okay, you can go back. I'm going to get here. Get fields. Yeah. And upgrade to courier. How many turns until we get level 2 here? 3 more turns. Okay. End turn. That also gives us a lot of bonuses to our army. We went over those last times. Last time. That was a new addition since I last played as Araby. Before last night. But we're at war with the trolls now.
The trees tell me much.
Marshal the troops. Already got the Lord. Tomb King's rebels. Well, we're not going to get Xandri anytime soon, because those rebels are quite powerful. You can get... Flaming Sword of Ruin or Kindle Flame? Get Kindle Flame. Okay, continue up to Ulrich. And, first we'll sit here and reinforce the... build up these cities. The Black Tower of Arkham, what I want to do is that. Doesn't have much of a garrison.
What brings you here?
Probably 2 or 3 armies sitting around it. I'll have to send my hero down there to have a look, actually. Ready to fight with the Darwies, lads. Military access. You know what? Sure. That will allow me to cut through the mountains to get over to more Bretonnians. I hope everyone's day's been going well. Mine was fine, for the most part. Actually looking up recipes on how to make chips. We made some chips yesterday. They were more like French fries than anything else. I was thinking of maybe baking some potato chips. Growth, public order -3. Yeah, sure. It seems rather easy from what I was reading. You just slice potatoes and put stuff on them. Let's see. Making some would supplement the Amiga chip supply, the low chip supplies we have. You know, not going out as often as usual. Buddy or Tebuk is okay. Go over here. Have a look. What do you see?
Pick up the pace.
Okay, King Hakor. There's only the one army there?
No master.
Looks like it. They don't have a garrison. Bunch of skeletons, skeleton archers. Actually, looking at that, that's rather a nice image. You can kind of see it's been cut out or something, though. Just the, what's it called on it? The anti-aliasing around the image is a bit rough. Very, very minor things. I don't mean to be picky. Okay. So let's see, this bonus, yeah, it gives us public order bonuses and recruit cost reductions. Get that. And that, yeah. And then also, we have a different one for our army here. It gives plus 10% ward save, minus 35% upkeep for all units, and also plus 10 leadership for our army, which is quite nice. Now, if I move you to here... Silence! I concur. Go there. And we'll move over and take Blackbeard rid of Nagash. Since there's only one army there, and they'll probably start recruiting more soon enough. And then we'll have an entire province down here, which will help us a lot. Seems like a good tactic, taking this and then focusing on this, because you need more of an economy a backup. Or you need more of an economy to fuel the war you're going to be fighting against Bretonia. Just to support all of your units. Damn it! Don't assault my troops. How dare you? Ugh, so annoying. I need those. I need them to attack bony skeletons. Oh, he barely did anything. What did he do? Assault unit. Yeah, I don't see the unit he assaulted. Did he, like, kill 3 Bedouin scouts or something? Okay. Well, just continue on full march. Go in there scouting. I actually feel I will force march you to get you even closer. Okay, pools of despair. I could build the Shisha Den so that we have hold on the public order issue here. One of that's caused by corruption, and 2 of it's caused by provincial instability. So that will be disappearing completely. So we will be in a positive there. Mm. 2 more turns until 1 more point. We can get the Casper. But we don't have any recruitment buildings here. Want to build this. That requires carpenter's atelier. Just this? Yes. Okay. They're actually called Arabian Guard now. Previously they were called Palace Guard, I think. We'll also, of course, want elephants. And the war elephants. But we'll build that in Black Tower of Arkham when we get there. Build that for the moment. And that. There we go. Ooh. Oh, hike can be upgraded. Get a Medina Sa'ilia. And end turn. We'll try and we'll attack Black Tower of Arkham while we have this bonus. I wonder whether we'll get an increase of the we'll get the bonus again for taking it, because I can't imagine Black Tower of Arkham is actually part of Araby, or whether that bonus just counts all the regions around Nehekara. The Empire of Araby, I don't think ever really expanded too far into the desert this way. I think it was more just around here. Because there's supposed to be a bunch of, like, settlements around here. But, stole our technology! No! Our, steam pump technology, which we haven't researched yet. Hello, Chief Ugma. Backing of the military. Hero recruited at El Hike Empire Captain. Ah, it's another one of you. Yeah, we'll just get rid of you. Boop. There we go. Are we at war with you? No, we're not.
My ice age comes.
Fine, fine.
Battle wizard. The power of
you still don't have walls? Good. Okay.
you here?
We should be able to deal with you. What I was saying every time we'd attack Bretonia. But they are skeletons, and our guys are better than skeletons. So they do have some Ushabti in their army. Build some siege equipment. There we go. Okay, because it takes a while for our bombard to get through the walls. It is powerful against walls, but it's got like 30-second reload time. So during that time, we're taking shots from the towers. In turn. And will you attack us for our hubris? I can probably deal with you in a ground battle much more easily than if you were in a settlement. And if we win that, we just get to take the settlement anyway, because undead have no undead don't have anyone if they retreat. Yep. Okay, so a bunch of skeletons, some skeleton archers. The biggest threat here, the Tomb King and the Ushabti. However, these are armor piercing, but they're not anti-large. These are anti-large. They have some Nehekaran horsemen. Okay. I wonder whether you could do a skeletal camel. Ah, it says battlefield. Well, that suits us well. We can butt our backs up against the wall. Or the cliff side. And we just have to weather the sea of skeletons. Kill for Khan! Okay. Start deployment. And let's see.
Great cannon!
Put the cannon there, suppose. Or over here. Bonk. In the mountain pass. It'd probably be rather inadvisable to do that because you'd probably the boom of it would probably cause some rocks to fall down. Is there a better hillside or something I could stick it on? Because I want it on an elevated area. There. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Go like that. Go like that. Go like this. And like this. And like that. And like that. You can go there. Jazales. Flying carpets can go here. Cavalry, you can go there. Cataphracts. There. Bedouin scouts. Here. You can go there. And you can go... Okay. Ooh, got you. Hold up. Right. There we go. Hold ground. You, and you. Okay, so a lot of skeletons. Do that. Look at that! Wow. Am I using a mechanic I've never used before? Hold down shift and click and drag and you can do paths like that, but it doesn't actually put them into run mode automatically. They keep stopping. I'd prefer if you didn't. Position yourselves there. How much damage would this do if it hit the general? For amount? Try and shoot the general? You missed! Well. Charge the Ushabti. So let's have a look at the stats between the two. Hekar and Horseman have more health, have 20 more armor, 18 more speed, plus 4 melee attack, plus 6 melee defense, plus 16 weapon strength. But lower charge bonus. They don't have bonus versus large. They got armor piercing 10. Okay. So, Camel Riders, alright versus large targets, but they really lack the armor. Help! Help! Get out of there! Nope, some of them have fled. Go this way. Cataphracts. Get in there. Yes, Lord. It was a general. Here he is. Drain life. Cataphracts. I said get in there. Uh-oh. Ah! Okay, stop shooting him. Shoot those guys. Help! Oh, my Bedouin scouts. That's Hellbird. Attack the Tomb King there. Do that. Do this. Oh, that sound. Oh wow, they just summoned the Ushabti on top of my Jezzails. Help them! As much as you can. Another drain life on him, please. Good, good, good. Jin, if you could deal with him a little bit faster.
What do you bid?
Oh, damn it.
At speed!
Okay, good. Get the halberd. Flying carpets, go and attack them. What do I need for that? 8. No, no. Stop those who shopped.
try! Upright! Quipsack! Jump right! Quill!
Ah! Come on, kill the Tomb King. Tomb Prince. Bam! You dead? I think he dead.
Ready for war!
It's over here. Charge them. These charges. Pretty damn devastating. That's a fireball at them. Don't know whether you'll be able to do that in time.
The winds glow hot. Kindle flame.
What? Bam! Well, that killed one.
Whipsack! Suez!
Charge them. Charge these guys, Bloodhound. Just do whatever you can. Oh, my carpets. Oh yeah. My magic carpets seem to be having a bit of a fit. Where'd you go? There you go. Charge over there. I mean, the charge of the thing is pretty damn powerful if it gets the right one off. Yeah, there we go. Bam! And everything's dead. Okay. Ooh, that was a lot closer than I'd wanted it to be. But we took the settlement. Just. I lost my Grand Bombard though. Hmm. And that was with a plus 10% ward save, and also like 10 extra leadership. A lot of kills though. 141 for Jafar, 188 for Bright Wizard, 49, 3, 11, 62, 133, 62, 123, 7, 12, 111, 24, 42, 4, 0, 1, 3. 146, 31. I could have used the cavalry again. Matches. Oh well. But we did kill like twice our number. Or that's not too bad. 146 for those guys. Very nice. Okay. Oh, we just lost a bombard. How do we do? Should I loot and occupy it? No, let's just occupy it. And there we go. We own the entirety of Great Desert of Araby now. That will help us a lot, I hope. If I'm able to utilize it effectively. That remains to be seen. Okay. The white Cloak of Ulrich? Apparently we find that here. Made from the pelt of a Midland wolf and blessed by the High Priest of Ulrich, a deadly hoarfrost surrounds the cloak, freezing the wearer's foes. Constant around self, affects our enemies in range, 40 meters, minus 6% speed, and minus 9 melee attack. Pretty nice. United against us, Knights of Origo. Have been invited by our enemies, Strigos Empire. Really? Okay. Yeah, these guys. Fine, fine. And we're not level 3 just yet. Get more of those guys. And what can we get in Black Tower of Arkan? Black Tower of Arkan sealed. The unholy magic that has gripped the desert for millennia is finally sealed. Now Araby has a chance to prosper again. Let us pray it stays this way. Plus 25 diplomatic relations with Tomb Kings. Does that offset our... It does actually offset our diplomatic relations issue with the Tomb Kings. Public order plus 6, public order plus 2 in adjacent provinces. Untainted plus 4, untainted in adjacent provinces plus 2. And income from all buildings plus 25%, all regions in this province. Or... Black Tower of Arkan restored. The power of the ancient tower has waned, but if you were to reawaken its black heart and claim it for your own, then even the desert itself would tremble at your terrible might. Minus 50 diplomatic relations with Tomb Kings. Enemy wins a magic power reserve minus 20. Lord's recruit rank plus 2. Vampiric corruption plus 5. And enemy enables magical attacks for all armies when fighting against Tomb Kings. I suppose you could swap between them. This seems better, but if you're going to fight against the Tomb Kings, that's quite nice. Though, fire, enables magical attacks. Is it magical attacks or fire attacks? Because that symbol's for fire. I mean, fire attacks would only really affect their lords and their heroes, because I think those are the only ones which have a weakness to fire. Because they're mummified, whereas the skeletons don't count for that. They don't have a penalty against that. Okay, get to Medina. And, yeah. We're gonna have to recruit something. To replace our lost, Bombard. Get the Withering level 2. Get some Araby swordsmen just to fill the gap. They'll never fill the gap completely. Yeah. I'm gonna end turn, and I'm also gonna take a brief break while the turn passes over, so I'll be back in a moment. Okay. Sorry about that. Now, let's see. Oh, it actually went through the entire turn. The elders of the Moot request audience with the Emperor. He pleads that men be sent to the eastern border to secure it against neighbouring Sylvania. Halflings are nervous about von Karstein intent. Leadership plus 10 when fighting against vampire counts. Or plus 10 when fighting against men. Let them eat lots of cake.
What brings you here?
Okay, and for you, I want to get... let's see. Flaming Sword of Ruin. Oh, my tech's been raised. Owned by trolls now with it? I suppose so. Oh my, you can get... Well, one more turn and our hike will be able to be upgraded. We'll be able to get new buildings in it. And... yeah. Do I want to attack you? No, you got a military alliance with Greybeard's Prospectors. Okay, end turn. Aswad Sithans declare war on the trolls. And Chief Ugma is still trespassing. Okay. Chaos Corruption or Safeguard? Sure, money. Oh, hike. Let's get here. I could upgrade this and then get the field trebuchets. That would help against walls. Or we could get the elephants. Would help a lot. Do they have bonus versus large? No. They got a lot of armor piercing and bonus versus infantry though. Sure. Let's go for the... pardon me. Let's go for the elephants. And I think I will... Do I want to go for the Elverham Nomads? Jaguar Champions. Get Camel Riders with bows. Sure. And we can build the Arabian Merchant's Wharf as well. We can get Promethean Hatchlings from that. And also more money. 300 more money. Money. I think we're fine on this front for the most part. Suldenberg owns Plain of Tuskers. Yeah. I think I'll start marching you back to here. I wonder if the bonus stacks. Like, the time plus us together. Omar, you can get... Rally, sword player. Basic trading, vigor loss reduction. Oh! Okay, you get minus 30% vigor loss reduction for the entire army. That's pretty nice. Yeah. Let's get basic training and you can get that at rank 5. Seems like a benefit, bonus for the Arabian, sort of unmentioned bonus of the Arabians might be that their armies can fight for longer than other factions. Cavalry takes Zandri. Well, that gets rid of the Nehekaran rebels there. Those Nehekaran rebels armies can be very powerful and annoying to deal with. Just armies of Tomb Warrior, Tomb Guard and Ushabti and else blah. Non-aggression pact. Yeah, sure. You don't have any agreements with the Bretonnians. Okay, okay. You can go to the Pools of Despair.
Battle wizard.
Just so that we can, you know, keep some positive public order happening. One more turn for the Black Tower of Auckland to increase in build. And one more turn for all those buildings. Amazing how much of a difference having all that makes. As long as the trolls don't look your way and think, I can make a nice tasty snack out of you. Chevaliers de Leoness declare war on Black Crag, and also on the Ugma tribe. I can understand the Ugma tribe. Where are you seeing Black Crag? They're nowhere near here. Way up there. Are they there? No. Hey, you get builder. Attribute. For the public order bonus. Continue up. And the Black Tower of Aachen. We will get... Would like the Zawiya. We could have had that. Build the Quarrier. There. Actually. Oh no, we don't have enough of that. Do I want to wait a turn, actually? Because next turn we'd have enough to upgrade this to level 2. And we'd be able to get cataphracts and elephants. And I would like some elephants. I think I'll hold off on that. End turn. Unless a event pops up which is like, hey, you know, you're gonna have to pay 5,000 gold. Or rebel armies pop up in all of your regions. Hello, Assurant. Oh, you're actually going to give me some more money. We have a deal. Perhaps the tomb. Prepare the tombs. I require ingress. Okay. Personally, I'm rather fond of egresses. Build the Sultan's racetrack. And... Yeah, build the walls. The walls don't improve the garrison.
The trees tell me much.
But they do, make me feel safer. Hey, look at that camel riders with bows. Overham nomads. We can't get any jaguar warriors. Okay. Tlaqua declares war on the trolls. The might of the Bretonnians shall be crushed beneath the massive weight of our elephants. Hopefully. In time. In time. I tried to finish off this session where we can at least get a fight with some elephants in it. I remembered also that I had an easier time the first time I played this Araby fighting against Bretonnians because we did actually have a unit of elephants, and back then the elephants did have 2 in a squad. They certainly helped a lot. Okay, 2 more turns for that. We can get Arabian Nights. 80 armor, 69 leadership, 90 speed, 29 melee attack, 27, 30, 55. Let's see. 80, 69.
You dishonor me.
90, 77. Okay, so they got 10 less armor and less, like 8 less leadership. 75 speed. 90 speed. They're faster. Quite a bit faster. 29, 27.
Do you take me for a churl?
32, 26. So they're slightly more defensive, but they've got lower melee attack. 37. Bonus versus large. These are more anti-infantry. Yeah, 30. That's what? 9 armor piercing. Okay.
I will not blight my soul.
They have 68 charge bonus. I don't think ours is that high. Yeah, 55. They do have Strider. Oh, but they've got 5% magic resistance? Where did they get that from? Is that a bonus we've got? No. They just have an innate 5% magic resistance? Jaguar champions have got physical resistance. 5% and 5% missile resistance. Okay, interesting.
Our paths have crossed.
A move here. Let's see. 2 more turns for that. I'm assuming it's going to take maybe 2 turns to recruit the,
Orders.
2 turns to recruit the elephants. So, let's see. 1 turn, move up to here. 2 turn, recruit, and then attack. We might just get in there with the bonus. Upgrade Bell Alliard. No. What else? Tlaqua declares war on the Black Crag and the Ugma tribe. Bordello gets peace with Pirates of Sartosa. I did see that there was a mod for Pirates of Sartosa which adds a bunch more living units to them. I think it's in the works currently. Yeah, you can go here. You can go here. One more turn. Can we even see how much it costs to recruit them? No. Okay. End turn. And then we'll recruit the elephants. Hopefully they'll take at least, at most, 2 turns. Followers of the Gash declare war on the Arabian prospectors and Tlaqua. You offer a defensive alliance. Sure. Our good friends in the mountains will undoubtedly help us against the Bretonnian scum which has decided to take our lands. Okay, let's see. Elephants! They take 3 turns. Well... Recruit 3 of them, perhaps? And some Promethean Hatchlings as well.
Quiet. Listen.
Do. Oh well. With the elephants, hopefully we won't need the this. That's also going to actually increase my decrease my income. Ah. Oh well, it was nice while we had it. We'll get it when we take Pyrus back. I'm always a bit, I don't know. I understand some units are really good, so having 3 turns to recruit them makes sense. It's kind of the issue with like Bestigors for the Beastmen. Bestigors are their best infantry unit. They're heavily armored. And they've got great axes, but don't tend to use them too often because they take at least I think they still take 3 turns to recruit, or was it lowered to 2? For a long time, at least, they took 3 turns to recruit, and as a horde, you don't particularly want to have your armies sitting around in one spot for 3 turns. You have to keep moving, so you wouldn't see Bestigors often because if you fought a battle and then you lost them, you would have to replace them, and that would take 3 turns, and no. Usually you'd have more pressing matters to attend to. You'd want to build up your forces quickly after you lost them during a battle, and Bestigors would just take too long. Because you can sort of anticipate what the AI is going to do for possibly 2 turns ahead, 3 turns. Pirates of Sartosa declare war on the border princes. Okay. Oh, we failed to marshal the troops. We get a ferryman.
What brings you here?
And you can get Burning Head level 3. If we're going to be casting that, we may as well cast it with the what's it called? With the Winds of Magic cost reduction. Yes, swing your scimitar around in the air. Recruit those units. Oh, Virus, you're about to have a very bad day. Several tons of enraged pachyderm are about to crash onto your city. Descend upon your city. There we go. Do you actually have a way to break the gates down? I don't think you do. No, because you don't have the Grand Bombard anymore. I'm gonna have to leave with. I'm gonna have to lead with Omar's army. That's fine. They're like, you're attacking me with this. I mean, those elephants are kind of scary.
Heard your orders on the wind.
Okay, move up.
I will
In camp. There we go. That's a bit better. Ah. That's a bombard. We're going to have to go through the gates. How high can you move?
I must keep my holy vow. No!
You could embark and move over to us again. You've just
I
got
am a
some
lord of Bretonia.
yeomen
Never.
in your army, though. Haven't actually built up your army.
The trees tell me much. Yes.
It's too long. Okay. Time to attack Virus. Third time's the charm. It's only the first time for this campaign. So, you know, first try. Just ignore the other 2 times I attacked it and failed to take it. They were very close battles, though. Valiant defeats both of them. In the end, it just wasn't enough. However, with some elephants and Promethean Hatchlings, we should have a better chance of it. I would like if the elephants had Wall Destroyer. That might be a bit too much for them, though. They're not that big, either. They're not mammoth-sized. At least I don't think they are. They weren't when we first saw them, way back when I first did Araby. And I don't think that's changed. They might be slightly bigger than they were. Ah. Oh, Manfred. He just wants to be loved. Okay, start deployment. There are other armies coming in over there. Yep. Pretty nice and clear. Spears. Go there. Arabian Corsairs. Go there. I keep thinking of the Corsairs, and I keep thinking of the Arabian Corsairs, and I keep thinking of the Corsairs from Battle for Middle-earth 2. And they had, like, firebomb attacks or something like that, I think they did. Now, Camel Lancers. Go there. Now, Elephant. One there. One there. Now, Promethean Hatchlings. Are they actually bigger than they were? Maybe. And go there. Okay, so the Promethean Hatchlings we've seen before are basically just the Hatchlings, the Promethean, rotting Prometheans from the what's it called? Vampire Coast. Except they're living versions. They cause fear. They're immune to psychology. So, I really like the model for these. And the animation is fantastic too. Ah! Okay, and the elephant. Let's move you over here away from the hordes. So, the elephants, you can see they've had a texture update. They look much nicer than they did. Nice and wrinkly. And they've had, I think, they've had their ears remodeled, I think. The ears are bigger. And their tusks also. I think their tusks are smaller than they were, but not as small. Oh, look at that! Hey! At least the horrifying, what's it called? Trunk mouth. The mammoth for Norska has been changed. The animation still makes it a bit horrifying, but it doesn't have the spikes on it, which makes it look much better. Or the teeth or tusks on it, which makes it look much nicer. Less scary. I don't know why I dislike it so much. I think it's just because it reminds me of like a lamprey. I don't like lampreys. And it's also got the a guy sitting on the top, holding on to it very precariously. I forget what they're called. Oh man. There's a specific name for someone who leads an elephant around. Let me just see if I can find it. Mahut? I think it's called? Yeah, elephant trainer, rider, or keeper is called a mahut. I don't know how it's pronounced exactly. It's a Hindi word, and I don't know a proper pronunciation for that. M-A-H-O-U-T. Maho? Mahut? Anyway. Yeah, and you can see in the model they have the pole with the spike on it, which they use to direct the elephant. That has a specific word as well, but can't remember what it's called exactly. They use it to sort of tell it to go different directions. So yes, very nice work. I think he's appropriately sized. Okay. Very, very nice. And that's just the basic elephant also, too. The other elephants, the war elephants, and the elephant that the Arabian sheik gets is different as well, so more elephant than you'd think the game would have room for. Okay. Up. 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 Arabian Corsairs, move up. Sails, go to there. Actually, you lot can go over here. So that you can shoot down the walls there. Actually, attack the defensive stakes. Because they're going to hurt my elephants. Don't flee. Go there. Ow, 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 ow. Go over here. I want you to shoot the Blessed Field Trebuchet. Okay, did you finish attacking that? You did? Good. Charge the gatehouse. Break the gates down. I'm kind of surprised the elephants don't have a rampage, but perhaps because they're trained well. Shoot them. Okay, gates are down. Charge in. Come on, elephants. Get in there. Hello. Wow. Ooh. There's a... I mentioned this a few times. Because the elephants are so much smaller, there's a funny animation where they're supposed to be flinging a person around with their with their trunk. However, because they're so small, the trunk doesn't reach. So they end up using telekinesis to fling people around. Just imagine the elephants have, yeah, psychic abilities. That just makes them even more awesome. Boom! Splat. I like that the elephants have been added. I'm always still a bit sad about using elephants in battle. I know. Poor elephants. That poor guy on the top there is just like... blank faced staring. I suppose there's not much you can do other than hold on. That looks pretty cool. Yeah. Elephants.
Chaos good.
Bless them with fire damage. Climb the walls. Oh no, one of my elephants is fleeing. They're not as tough as they're not as tough as the mammoths. So yeah. But hey. Oh, it's a blessed field trebuchet going to flee off the battlefield. It is good. Okay. So yeah, the elephants aren't as tough as sorry, I keep losing my train of thought. The elephants aren't as tough as the mammoths for the Bretonnians. For the Norskans. But they're pretty nice anyway. They give a nice amount of oomph. It is where it kind of excels. These fearsome beasts can trample men and horses into dust. They're good in prolonged combat to a degree. But because they are a large target still, I think they suffer from having a lot of attacks arrayed against them.
Chaos good. Chaos. Science.
Hello. Ooh. Hopefully it doesn't bounce off the walls. No? Good.
Chaos! These are chaos! Psychopath! Quipsack!
Alright, elephants rallied. Though they're badly injured. Slice.
Quipsack!
That charge, it seems a lot more powerful than it should, than the stats say it is. Another one of those. No, elephants, don't run into the spikes. Ow. Bad spikes. They hurt. I wish I had a regeneration spell. If I lose one, I'm going to be sad. Go over there. And there. Yeah, there we go. Oh, my flying carpets. There's only one remaining. Yeah. Climb the walls. Get back in there. You charge the Knights of the Realm. Yeah, it is. Ooh. Hello. Thank you, Scoundrel Heaven, for the raid. Welcome, everyone. Hello, hello. We're currently invading Bretonnians as Araby. Over there. And attack him. Get rid of that lord. There we go. Get him. There we go. Okay, you can line the walls and yeah, shoot them. Ooh, they shattered. How'd I fix the stream lag? I'm not entirely sure. I let OBS decide the best settings for me, and that fixed the issue? It knew better than me. We'll put it down to that. I don't think the settings were vastly different from what I had them, but it's not nagging anywhere near as bad as it was. It might be the servers it's connecting to. Oh, the Promethean Hatchlings fleet. No, they're not. Maybe it's just the, I'm also not, I'm also recording at, stream quality and not, what's it called? And not at medium quality, which I liked because it allowed me to pause the recording while I was streaming. However, like this, it apparently has less of an impact on CPU. But I can't pause the video anymore once I'm recording, so that's a bit of an annoyance. But if that makes a big difference, then I suppose I'll have to stomach that. Okay. You can go up there. Also, welcome. Arabian Corsets. All of you, get in here. Good. Like that. Two elephants, I suppose, can walk back in. Our lone flying carpet. Nice, nice. Kick him! Glad it works. I am too. I was afraid. I was thinking of updating my computer, but it seems to be working fine. It's actually even running at a bit of a higher bitrate than I was before, so. Okay. Go there. Go there. Giselles, go here.
Let us go.
Now. Oh, you can attack the battle pilgrims. Charge! Okay, flee. Line up. Seven. What's your range? Can just reach some people? That is a lot of Knights of the Realm and Grail Knights. Boink. Some arrows lazily arc over to them. Well, you hit a tree. Oh, there you go. You hit the tree again. Get him. Do drain life on him. Oh yeah. Cut. Right. Yeah, I suppose we'll just hold here until they decide to charge down towards me. Oh, hey! Damn you. Get rid of him. Pod. There we go. Splat. Chase them down. It's pretty nice. We don't actually get to see just our swordsmen fighting against enemy infantry that often. Okay. Where did Donna Dom Domingo go? Did we really defeat him? It's not going to do much against the cavalry, but maybe it will tip the scales enough so that we can have them shatter. No. There you are. Okay. Move up. Move up. Like that. And yeah, the Corsairs behind you. Look at our armies. Camels. Pretty awesome. And elephants. Oh, they actually charged us. Well, you're in a bad position. Yeah, that's not terrifying at all. A giant flaming spectre. Scythe. No. Dealt was two of them. Are they coming back again for another try? Or are they just fleeing off the map over here? Dink. Charge! Oops. Run away! They do have a unique skill, Northern Fury, which improves their stats while they're in combat. We have to watch out for. Okay, go to here. Go to here. I'm being careful, we've come too far to lose it now. Promethean Hatchlings. You can move up. And you can go there. Go there. Go there. Go like that. And you go there. Okay. Let me see. You can move up, I suppose. The sails. Are you shooting people? No. Can you reach them? Yeah, you can. Maybe shoot the Grail Knights, if you can. I mean, you should have a clear shot over those over those buildings, shouldn't you? Yeah, maybe. Uh-oh. Oh! My carefully constructed lines are getting all out of position.
The Empire endures!
Okay. Fast push! Oh yeah, that's it. There we go. Victory. Oh, they're Grail Knights. Just fleeing. The blessing of the lady didn't mean much in the end. There you are. Okay, and Pyrrhus is ours once more. Ah. Looks very Bretonnian. We can imagine this is like a Crusader. You know, Crusader castle. 104 and 98 kills for our elephants. Not a bad outing. Not a bad battle for their first outing. Though, as I said, they're not. They're nowhere near as tough as the mammoths. They have some natural armor, but yeah, infantry can still hack at them enough to deal sort of constant damage to them. But they still deliver a nice punch to infantry. Okay, I think we'll take Pyrrhus. We'll get the buildings there and end the turn, and then I will call it for Araby for tonight, and we'll move over to Cloak Sun Eater. Since that's the other campaign which I'm doing at the moment. I'm not going to continue doing two campaigns at once. I think after this Araby will... might come back to them after a bit. But, I don't want to just have Total War going. Oh, it's a constant on my stream. I've got Pool of Radiance, which I've sidelined it for 2 days. Want to get back at that. Who got the most kills in there? 62 for Donna Don Domingo. That guy is a terror. 67 for some Battle Pilgrims. 25, 12, 2, 9, 12, 29, 2, 7, 23. 22 for the Promethean Hatchlings. They didn't really get stuck into combat. I think they had a lot of difficulty getting through the gates. Because they're spaced far apart and they're large units. At least had difficulty going through the gates while the battle was raging. Yeah, one unit of our Corsairs didn't get any kills at all. I think they were cut down by the initial fire from the walls. Makes sense. I'm glad that they were shooting at them and not at my elephants and all that. Or at least not as much. And Omar got 15 kills. Well done, lad. 119 kills for the Flying Carpets. Again, these are really quite good. They only had one remaining, but 129 for those guys. They were wiped out completely. Okay. Loot and occupy. We want the bonus. Yeah, we'll get the bonus. Go. The lady's disgrace. Not so holy now, eh, my lord? Lying back in your own pigsty. Where's your lady now? Greeted Sir John Tierwald. +1 to Untainted, and 10% charge bonus. And a Dawnstone. And a Griffin Banner. -4 leadership constant. Around self affects enemies in range. Nice. Okay. You can get... What's that? Rank 12. Get a sword player. And Virus. Oh. What do we get here? Let's see. We have a unique building. What's this? Great Tomb of Mullah, Auckland. This grandiose tomb is the greatest pride of the Arabians. The first great Sultan, Mullah Auckland, lies here. His legend still lives in the hearts of the inhabitants of this land. 300 income generated. 30 spice resource produced. Public order +3, +5% additional tradable resources produced faction-wide, +2 recruit rank for infantry, and provides a garrison too. Arabian Nights, Arabian spearmen, warriors, some slaves, and 2 bowmen. Okay. It just gives the settlement a bit more defense. It's kind of neat. You can get that there, and you can build fields. And we've got the Sepoy Kasern. We could also get the garrison there on top of that. Virus would have a massive garrison from all that. We're going to need it to be able to defend against the Bretonnians. Yeah. Sultan Jafar. You can get... Pit of Shades or Penumbral Pendulum. Or the Withering level 3. Pit of Shades. And you can get a unit of... I'd like some of the Elvraham nomads. Take 3 turns to recruit though. I'm gonna...
Our paths have crossed.
You're going to come in and
I
attack.
must keep my holy vow. No!
Okay, do we have anything down here we could get? Bel Aliad, we can get a building. Ooh, let's see. Excavation of Bel Aliad, the lost city of spices. This produces sandstone slabs, emeralds, -10 diplomatic relations with Tomb Kings, and magic item drop chance +5%. This is from another mod I have, Landmarks in the Old World. These two are, I believe, actually from Ovian Lost Factions. Gardens of Bel Aliad, which gives public order, faction-wide, growth faction-wide, growth for the region +50, medicinal plants, untainted +10, and untainted +3 all regions. Or we could go for Portal of Twilight, which gives us diplomatic relations with Chaos, -2 public order, +5 Chaos Corruption, and +3 Chaos Corruption in adjacent provinces. And -50 diplomatic relations with men, High Elves, and Lisbon. I said this last time, I can kind of see what this is going for, but it doesn't really give a benefit for us. Even the Chaos Corruption doesn't benefit us, because we're not Chaos, so we take attrition from that. And it gives further public order issues. So I think even if we have the abilities which come with it, yeah, like that gives regeneration. I mean, I know it's not supposed to be a really positive thing for us, but yeah, I mean that gives us more winds of magic and improves our diplomatic relations, but it also spreads Chaos Corruption. Belt Aliad. Yeah, you can get this one. Garden to Belt Aliad. Go. Okay, and end turn. And we'll see what the next turn brings, and then I will swap over to Warhammer, to Cloak Sun Eater campaign. Where last we had just raised Altdorf and got an Egri von Horseman. It's nice to see all the updates to Araby. Their army feels much more capable now. I mean, the cavalry is nice to have. The units haven't changed too much, but it's just the addition of a few extra things helps a lot. And the extra buildings and all that as well. Okay. Elector sues for peace. Okay. +1 public order. Yay! Right. So. Yeah. Things are building down here. Things are building up here. We'll probably go to war with Chevaliers de Lyonesse next. And then take Lashik, Sorcerer's Islands, and Wizard's Callous Palace. And then we'll, I don't know what, be in a very good position to build out from there. Yeah. Go into Aircara or something. Depends. I mean, yeah, as I said, I don't really want to do 2 campaigns at once, but probably continue with this at some other point. So I will save. And yeah, we'll continue with Araby next time. I suppose I'll end the recording here.